It's Steve from Machete Squad. I know it's you, motherfucker.
Beat up, bum, bum, running through the night we come. Beat up, bum, bum, follow if you want me one.
You can find me on a skylight, stomp my feet and I go bye-bye. Floating through the elevator of my mind's eye, I'm fine. Feeling dizzy like a rascal, baby, I'm grime. And if you wanna square up, then I am Einstein. Taking gravity bongs back at high times. Find me on a weeknight, middle of a street fight. Smoking on a peace pipe, trying to get my teeth fixed, right? I'm the make it the ace, breaking records of pace. And I need another win like the devil needs a fireplace. Smoking in the back room, sitting in the black tomb, screaming in the quiet place, hoping they'll come back soon. Fuck it, man, I'm tired, mate. It's really pretty pointless when you're sitting at a higher rate. Looking for a hideaway, smoke some and hibernate. I am great. Beat on, bum, bum, running through the night we come. Beat on, bum, bum, follow if you want me one, want me one. Beat on, bum, bum, running through the night we come. Beat on, follow if you want me.
Cocaine, 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 oh, 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 oh.
What's up, guys? Good morning. How are we doing this morning? We're back here with more Cyraxx nonsense. Cyraxx spent Christmas Day whining and crying about the trolls as he does every day of his life. He couldn't spend one day not whining about the trolls, and Christmas Day was the perfect day to do it. He had some whines. He had to speak out against all the trolls, despite the fact that, again, he threatened to leave the internet forever 3 times in the last week. He has to come back to speak out, because who can speak out except for Cyraxx? And then he made another video whining even more about the trolls, and then he made a final video calling out a local police department, not APD this time. He found another police department in Ohio to whine about. So he had a whole day of whines last night, guys. Some mulled wine for Cyraxx on Christmas, guys. But before we start, we have some super chats. We have 5 from Kyle. He says, what do you call it when Ned Flanders arrives? Oh, Maud. Yes, exactly, guys. Oh, Maud.
Oh, God.
And we have 5 from Philip. He says, what do you call it when Lauren Armstrong takes laxatives? Oh, cod.
Oh, God.
Okay, and that's going to be the absolute end of that. We're not going to do that anymore. 5 from Mr. Jessel. Happy Friday, squad. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I hope you have a wonderful Friday, too. Anyways, guys, so we have some videos of Cyraxx whining about anything and everything, guys. As always, here's a fly. And let's check out Cyraxx whining about the trolls on Christmas Day.
What's up, guys? So, first of all, I want to say Merry Christmas to everybody, man. What's good?
Yes, Merry Christmas to everybody. Cyraxx is spending the day making everybody in his house miserable, as he always does.
But today, I have something serious that needs to be said. A lot of people keep telling me, like, oh, walk away from fighting these trolls, don't give them what they want, cut them off, and I get that,
I get that, but he can't do that. He can't do that because he needs the attention from the internet, and he has to phrase it like he has some job to do where he's the great defender of all the people who are being bullied on the internet. And really, he just relies on the attention from the internet because he gets no attention anywhere else in the world.
But here's the thing, man. To my friend that I had that talk with last time, man, there's something I want to talk to you about, brother. And, you can hate me, whatever, you can block me, whatever, but I hope you don't. And I hope you understand, like, where I'm coming from with this.
No, he never does this for anyone but himself, but he likes to phrase it like he's doing some great job for other people so he can pretend to be magnanimous, even though it's always for himself. Everything is always for himself. Oh, I want to make the music to help people because there's lots of people going through stuff just like me. I want to speak out for all the victims of mean people online, when really he just wants to be famous and rich and have everybody love him because he's an egocentric, ridiculous, overgrown child.
is, and I hope that you still support this. You told me last night that the best thing I can do is walk away. I don't believe that. The best thing I can do is stay and fight. And you want to know why?
He did say 3 times last week that he was going to run away from the internet because everyone was being too mean to him. But now, the most important thing he has to do is stay and fight all the mean people and stand up and get as much attention on the internet as he could possibly muster.
Because out of these hundreds of people that these trolls go after, I'm the only one stepping up and doing something. It is my mission as the son of a soldier to do what is right. As the son of Gordon Ray Wilkins, who was a soldier in the military for years.
Yes, as all the things that Cyraxx loved to brand himself as that he is not. He likes to pretend he's a soldier just because he once knew a guy who served in the army. That, therefore, ipso facto, makes Cyraxx a soldier. And therefore, he has to defend the world from every mean person on the internet.
Even as a kid, I took that silent oath. Because see, a lot of people don't realize that when you're in the military family like that, like my family was, when you are the son of a soldier and you're at that young age, whether you realize it or not, you take that same oath. And it is my duty as the son of a soldier to do what is right. And as someone who follows the path
to do what is right. It's interesting how he phrases it that way because, you know, he doesn't help out anyone in that house. He doesn't make any effort to do good in his community, to volunteer, to clean up trash, to do anything for the city of Akron. To do what is right is speaking out against all the people in the world who are mean to little old Cyraxx. He considers that his great mission in the world.
The Ronin, and who has followed that path of being a Ronin for...
Yeah, he's a Ronin too. Don't forget, he's delusional. He's a Ronin and a soldier and every other ridiculous thing he can label himself as to try to pretend he's something when he's a ridiculous child in his grandmother's attic.
Several years now, there's one thing that I've learned. Sometimes the right path isn't always the easiest path. Sometimes we gotta do things that we don't necessarily want to do.
You know, like get a job. No, wait, that's something he's not going to do. He's going to whine. That's the hard thing. The hard thing is Cyraxx whining online. The thing he does every day of his life. That's the hard thing for him. 5 from Tim. That new shirt is found at the kids section at Walmart. I know because I put them away at work, and that's where they go. Yeah, no, of course, obviously Sally shops in the kids section. He can't fit in adults' clothes. 5 from R.W. Owens. Hope you have a great Christmas Eve. I did have a great Christmas. I hope you had a good Christmas too. I hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful, relaxing, happy Christmas with their family, having a good time, knowing that Cyraxx was sitting here whining about life.
In order to create a better life for ourselves. You see, people are always telling me, you know, walk away, get out, you know, do this, do that. No, that. I'm here to step up and stand up for those like myself.
Yeah, F that. I mean, he did say he was going to run away 3 times last week, but no, now he's very strong and he's going to stand up against all the trolls.
For those like myself that ain't got a voice, I'm their voice. And if nobody else is going to speak up and try to shed light on what these evil people are doing, then guess what? I'm going to be that guiding light for those like myself.
2 from Twisted Fister. This is justification for his abhorrent behaviors. It actually is. It actually is, and it always is.
And for those that are unfortunately no longer with us. So it's not that I don't want to get away. It is my job as a soldier's son. As somebody who...
Yeah, Cyraxx loves to label himself with jobs that aren't real jobs, that don't pay money, that don't exist, so he can pretend he has a job, so he doesn't have to actually get a real job that makes money or helps out anyone or anything in the world. His job is another thing he made up.
It's still a part of the military family to do the right thing to step.
You're not a part of a military family. No one in your family is in the military anymore. 5 from the CJC. I moved 13 times before turning 18 years old. I went to 5 different high schools in 4 years. He went to 1 in 9. Military brat my ass. He actually went to 2. He went to 2 because he got kicked out for that incident involving Billy, like a good military brat would do. But yes, I see your point.
Step up and be that voice for the voiceless. It is my job to expose these internet bullies and these troll communities out there. And I know...
Yes, his job is anything but a real job. Anything that doesn't pay or require effort, that's his job. 5 from Mr. Jessel. When you don't pull your weight, threatening to run away carries no weight. That's a good point. That's a very good point. It would only help people if he just walked away from everything, even his house. Sally wouldn't have to make him hot pockets every night.
A lot of people are going to be like, oh, well, you're giving them content. I don't care about that. I don't care about giving them content.
Although last week he was saying, I'm going to starve you all of content. You're going to have no content if I don't make content for you guys, and you're going to be homeless. But now when he wants to pretend to be tough, he doesn't care if anybody gets content off of him because he needs the attention, guys.
They can take my videos and do whatever they want. I don't give a because I would rather go down fighting the good fight and doing the right thing, knowing that I can eventually spark something greater than myself. That's why I do.
He would be. Have you seen the cost of coal these days? He would be lucky if Sally spent the money to get him some coal. Coal's expensive these days. He didn't get any coal. He got nothing. He got worse than coal. He got nothing. 2 from Randy. Cyraxx follows the path of the rodent. Exactly. The path of the rodent. The samurai path.
But I do. That's why I expose these trolls. That's why I go after them like I do. Because nobody else will. And I'm the only one that has the courage and the guts and the balls to actually step up and say, nah, fuck this shit.
2 from Red. His job is to keep the bed bugs in the attic. Yeah, he feeds the bed bugs in the attic. He is the bed bug keeper. That's his job.
And to my friend, I hope that, you don't take offense to this. I really do hope that, you do not take offense to that, my guy. Because let me tell you something, man. Sometimes doing the
Xbox just going off while he's ranting. He couldn't even turn off his little toy for long enough to make his whine video. The Xbox just going off, showing how adult he is as his toys are making noise. 5 from Mr. Jessel. He's a military brat. Minus the military part. Exactly. He's just a brat.
right thing ain't always the easiest thing. In order to start a revolution, to be a revolutionary like myself, you gotta do shit that most people ain't willing to do. You gotta be that person to be like, nah, fuck the rest of these I'm stepping up and I'm doing something. Cause see, these trolls hate me because I speak out against them. And I'm
Yes, the only reason why anyone dislikes Cyraxx is because he talks bad about them. Not because he's a horrible person who does nothing but leave chaos and misery in the world behind him. 5 from Philip. If I recall, Gordon wasn't even a soldier, he was a desk sergeant. That's not a slight against Gordon, it's just more proof Cyraxx is a lying poser. Yeah, well, we all knew that. And now that's not a slight against Gordon. Gordon served and did his time. He didn't sit here saying, everybody respect me because I'm an amazing soldier. Cyraxx is the one trying to co-opt someone else's non-existent service to fit his own needs. It's not a denigration of Gordon to say what he actually did.
gonna continue to speak out against them, whether they want me to or not. I am here exposing these clowns. And, last night you said, like, hey, there's no legal action going to be taken against people. I say you're wrong on that, man.
This time, Cyraxx is very sure that everybody's going to go to court and go to jail for the rest of their life for the high crime of being mean to him. He's so sure in his little heart that it's definitely going to happen someday. 2 from the Bassmaster. I'm sick in bed, but wanted to show my support. Oh, feel better, Bassmaster. Get some rest and eat some chicken soup.
The right people, legal action can be taken.
And maybe you're an adult and you don't have to eat it cold out of the can like Cyraxx does,
Well, yes, I do take accountability for my actions, and I might not be able to control what these people say or do, but I can control how I react to it. Did I react poorly in the past? Yes. And I admit that, and I get that. But at the same time, I'm doing what needs to be done to expose these in an attempt to try to put a stop to all this, because nobody else is stepping up and doing the hard job that people like me around here trying to do. Nobody wants to step up and be that person to speak out against this shit. Do I understand that my family gets attacked? Yes. Do I understand that my loved ones and my friends get attacked? Yes. But that's just part of the territory. It is what it is. These people are evil, demonic beings. And it is my job as a human being and as the son of a soldier to do the right thing. Because sometimes doing the right thing ain't always the easiest thing. Sometimes it's the hardest thing. It is the one thing that you don't want to have to do.
Yeah, doing the right thing is the hardest thing in the world. Unlike getting a job or actually leaving your house and contributing to the world and society, the hardest thing to do is to whine on the internet. The thing he's done for almost 10 years nonstop every day of his life because it's easier than doing anything else. Sitting in his grandma's attic whining about how everybody's so mean to him and he's such an amazing person. No, he's the only one willing to do such a hard job of sitting on the internet whining every day of his life,
which is to step up and be a man and do what's right. Being a man doesn't just mean walking away from a situation. Sometimes being a man means setting your own wants and needs aside for a greater purpose. And that greater purpose is shutting down the troll community as a whole.
Yeah, setting his own wants and needs aside is for the greater purpose. Getting rid of everybody who's mean to him. I mean, he doesn't want that. That's not his life goal. That hasn't been what he's been talking about for 10 years. Trying to get everybody on the internet who's mean to him sent to jail and never allowed to talk mean about him again. That's not what he wants. He's got to do that for everybody else. 2 from CJC. He thinks he's Spartacus. It's amazing. He actually does. He thinks he's Spartacus. He thinks he's a martyr. He thinks he's anything. He's just a delusional, overgrown child. And 2 from Lutinsky. 2 from Lutinsky. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Yes.
That is the end goal. That is the main purpose. That is what I was put on this earth to do, to shut down these evil.
Yeah, that was his main purpose, was to make videos whining every day of his life and never put any effort into anything he ever does. 5 from Lift for Z. Yeah, Lift for Z. So he just admitted he knows his family will get trolled, but it's a sacrifice he's willing to make for the greater good. He is beyond selfish. Yeah, he is beyond selfish in every way possible. He's a horrible, horrible person.
And I will not stop at anything until that happens. Well, yes, there may be thousands, but the thing that these don't realize is this. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not backing down. As a man, I cannot sit there and let this go on. I cannot sit here and let these people to continue to attack other vulnerable and helpless people like myself.
He always pretends he's doing this for anyone else, and he never protects anyone else in the world. Every time he finds anyone he thinks is worse than him or more vulnerable, he tries to throw them under the bus, tells the trolls, go after these people, they're worse than me. And he doesn't understand why people don't like him, and he still sits here and pretends like he's doing this great job protecting the world, when all he wants to do is protect himself from people talking mean about him. He's a ridiculous child.
Do I understand that I'm putting myself at risk of being homeless? Yes, but that's just the price you pay for doing the right thing.
So at least he admits there's a possibility he's being homeless. He keeps saying, oh, I'll never be homeless, and he will turn around on that later in these videos. But at least for a second, he admits there's a possibility of being homeless because he's doing nothing to take care of himself or earn money or be self-sufficient, because he wants to spend his entire life whining about the trolls because it's easier than getting a job. 5 from Ultra. Wait till he goes to the Chris Chan route and claims that he is Jesus himself because of how much he's suffered. Yeah, I won't be shocked when that comes, because Cyraxx is as delusional as it possibly could get. 5 from Mr. Jessel. His t-shirt literally translates to teriyaki poodle served on city bus seat. Okay, cool. That's a weird shirt. I don't know why he would buy that. Anyway, 2 from Reverse Luard. As a man. I think you mean as a goblin. Exactly. As a goblin. That's who that. Anyways.
I would rather swing for the fences and go out in a blaze of glory and go out as a badass, knowing that I'm doing the right thing, knowing that I'm saving someone's life, knowing that I'm helping someone to realize that, yes, there is light at the end of the tunnel. You can get away from these people. You can actually do what you want to do with your life.
Cyraxx, the boy who whines about them every day for years and years and years and says, I got away from the troll community, then makes another video whining about how they're so mean to him. Wants to tell people, yeah, it's possible to get away from them. I mean, he hasn't figured it out for almost a decade, but it's possible in a world. 750 from Nolan. He's just going to sit here and cause more problems for everyone in his life because he can't shut up. Get offline and get a job. Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year, everyone. Cyraxx is going into 2026 as strong as ever.
Do I care about whether these people take my content and do this and that? I don't give a fuck about that. They're going to do it anyways regardless, so what does it matter?
So when he whines in the future about how everyone is ruining his life by stealing his content, can we all go back to this video and go, hey, Cyraxx, didn't you say it doesn't bother you, you don't care, and that you're going to turn around and whine about it later so that you do care? You care, it's the worst thing in the world.
At the end of the day, being a man means sometimes doing the things that you don't want to do with your life. Sometimes being a man means putting your own selfish wants and needs aside for the greater good.
Yeah, like getting a job and not spending your life on the internet and playing video games, because it's a little harder to get a job than to do nothing. A lot's what men do. You think being a man is doing nothing and whining on the internet every day because people are mean to you. You have a very skewed definition of what men think they have to do. 2 from the Dildo Consequences. Raxo Taxo, have a Happy New Year, Steve in chat. Happy New Year, Dildo. I hope you're having a wonderful day.
Of humanity. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. You say that, you were a social worker, which is, that's great. But sometimes there are things that not even social workers can help you out with. You know, people sit there and say like, oh, you're nothing but...
Yes, Cyraxx also believes, on top of every other delusional thing that he thinks, he's smarter than the police, he's smarter than lawyers, he's smarter than judges, he's smarter than the FBI, things he's never spent a day learning how to do in his life. He's also smarter than social workers, just because he fancies himself better than them.
Here's the thing, man. There's one thing that you said last night that stuck with me. That I have more power than what I realized. And you know what I'm doing with that power? I'm choosing to help others like myself. I'm choosing to walk...
The guy probably told Cyraxx, you have more power than you realize. You could just stop whining every day and they wouldn't have content to talk about you with. And you go, yeah, you're right. I do have power. I'm going to use my power to whine some more because they're all going to listen to it. You don't listen to anything people say. You just hear what you want to hear because you're a ridiculous, overgrown child.
That hard path. Because sometimes walking the right path ain't always the easiest path. Sometimes the right path is the harder path. Sometimes doing what needs to be done means you put your own wants and needs aside. You know, would I like to leave YouTube behind? Yes. But
two from Red Key Theory. Men clean up after their own storms. That's very true. Yeah, most men clean up after their own storms. They don't run to their grandma and say it's everywhere. In fact, they would be horrified that their grandmother even knew that happened. Cyraxx runs to his grandmother like a man would do.
I'm not going to, because I have a job to do. And my job is being a voice for those like myself who ain't got a voice. My job is to inspire those that have gone through what I've gone through or are currently going through that, to show them that there is light at the end of the tunnel, that you can do what you want with your life, and you don't have to take what any of these are saying to face value.
Yeah, his job, as always, is anything but a job. He can claim he has a job so he doesn't have to get a job. I don't need a job, Mom. My job is to whine on the internet and protect people from trolls. My job is to make content. My job is to do anything other than get a job that actually makes money. So you can't say I'm lazy, because I already have a job, Mom.
Because half the shit of what these people say is bullshit. Half of it's garbage. A lot of it's made up bullshit for their own shitbag channel. And you know what they say about drama channels? Drama channels never last. Well,
Which is, I mean, what is Cyraxx's channel? A boy who whines every day about people mean to him, if it's not a drama channel. So basically, your own channel won't last because all you do is talk about the drama in your life and whine about it. 750 from Nolan. Putting your own wants and needs aside equals buying an Xbox instead of giving money to help his family. Exactly. He cares about everyone so much that when he got $700, he immediately bought himself a new toy because he doesn't care about his grandma. He's been whining for months about how broke they are and how they need money and they can't even afford rent. His $700 immediately buys himself a toy because he's a selfish little monster.
yes, I do want to, do gameplay videos and do music and stuff like that. But sometimes you gotta put that shit aside to stand up for what's right.
He could have saved $50 of it. He could have bought a used old Xbox or anything. Instead, he spent all of it on toys for himself and didn't even buy Sally a thing. Didn't even think for a second that he should. It didn't even occur to him. He's so selfish, he immediately thought about all the things he could get for himself and not one thing he could do for a single other person in the world, despite the fact that he makes video after video saying how much he wants to help out other people. He wants to help out his family. He just needs money to help out other people in his family. And he gets money and he immediately spends it all on a toy for himself.
Right. And that's what I'm out here doing. Fighting the good fight. Fighting the fight that... And please don't take offense to this, bro, because I'm not trying to offend you, my man. You know this. You're family to me. You know this. But I'm out here fighting a fight that not even you yourself.
5 from MA. How's your head, bud? You were pretty shitted last night. Merry Christmas. And Gilberto is a neck-bearded leaping lard. Well, my head's fine. I wasn't actually that drunk. I know I sound that way, but I was fine. I'm fine.
I'm willing to step up and fight, man. I'm out here fighting the good fight. Doing things that... normal people ain't got the courage or the skin or the balls to do. I'm out here
Yeah, he does. I think it is something like $500, and he does say they struggle every month to pay that rent. $700 could have gone a long way to making rent easier for several months, and he spent it all on a new toy for himself because he's a little selfish monster.
These down every day of the week, stepping up, doing my job, showing that I'm tough as fuck. that I'm tough as nails, that I can't be broke, I won't be broke, and that I will see my mission to completion to the very end. Because if you're not stepping up and going against hatred wherever you see it, then you're a... Because we were taught at an early age as kids that if you see something wrong, you step up and you do something about it. You say something.
Cyraxx really strikes me as someone who took all the lessons that we were taught as children and took them to heart and learned how to act as a man, as an adult. Definitely someone who I'm going to sit here and listen to tell me what we should have learned and how to act as a child and apply it to our adult life. Definitely Cyraxx is an authority on that.
You don't sit there and let your mans be bullied or harassed or attacked. No, you step up and you defend the weak. If you see somebody that's weaker than yourself and they're getting stepped on and walked on by some you step the up and you do something about it. You defend that person. You help that man out. That's what you're supposed to do as a human being. You're supposed to step up and you're supposed to do what's right. And I don't care if I get hatred. I don't care if I get hate on. I really don't give a because what these people say to me don't matter to me. What these people say about me on the internet, I can give a fuck about, dude.
I mean, he does make videos whining about what people say about him every day of his life, and then comes on and has the gall to lie to people to their face and go, I don't care what they say about me, even though he cries about it every day of his life.
I don't care about what these people say. I don't pay attention to it at all, because I know at the end of the day, as long as I'm sitting here doing the right thing, and I'm not only defending myself, protecting my fiance, our family, our friends, and I'm standing up for what's right, then I can sleep good at night knowing that I possibly helped someone out and could possibly save their life. Because I would rather go down a badass fighter than to sit by and watch his...
Because, I mean, he broke the seal, basically. Once he starts whining, he works himself up into more and more whines. It takes like a girl and several days to get him to start shutting down and claiming he's gonna leave the internet, and he kind of gets into that mode, and as soon as someone gets him like all worked up and whining, it's just like the tap flows, and he just starts making more and more. He's like, well, as long as I'm gonna whine, I got more whines that everybody needs to hear. It's yeah.
Bullshit go on every day of the week. I'm that dude that there's a very rare few of. There ain't very many people out there like me that are willing to step up and say, F this shit. We're doing something about it. There ain't very many people out there that are willing to step up and do the job that I'm doing. Like I said, man, I appreciate your talk with me, dude. I fully appreciate that. I really do, 1,000%. But at the same time, you need to understand, man, it is my job, it is my duty as a human being to step up and fight this evil shit. I don't care if people don't like me. I don't give a fuck. What matters to me are those...
Yeah, basically, this is all because he has a parent who doesn't care about him, who let the internet raise him, so he went feral, and she still refuses to deal with him. So this is what happens. This is what happens when you let a 14-year-old do whatever they want and just let the internet kind of check them in every way possible. They turn into Cyraxx.
Those that do appreciate what I do. What matters to me are those that do enjoy what I do. What matters to me is at the end of the day, if I can help save even one life, if I can help change even just one person's life, that's what matters to me. I don't care what Joe Schmo or William or Southern or any of these... I don't care what they say about me. Like, I don't care what they say because they don't matter to me. They are irrelevant. They do not exist to me at all. They do not exist in my world.
Yeah, they don't exist. He just makes videos whining about literally everyone he just listed almost every day of his life. And he says, but they're irrelevant. They don't exist. They don't bother me. Okay.
To me, they're nothing but dick riding, content stealing little bitches. That's all they are. They're nobodies. See, they think about me on a daily basis, but not once do I think about them. You want to know what goes through my mind every day? What can I do to be better than I was the day before? What can I do to help change someone's life for the better? What can I do to show that I am better than what I was before?
Every day, Cyraxx thinks, how can I be better than yesterday? And this is what he comes up with. This is what he comes up with. This is him attempting to be better than he was yesterday, doing the same thing he did every day of his life, whining about people being mean to him, saying everybody needs to leave me alone, I'm the greatest, y'all are mean, y'all are just mean trolls, leave me alone. This is him trying to be better every day of his life.
What can I do to save someone's life? What can I do to help guide somebody in the right direction to get them away from whatever situation they're in? That's what goes through my head every day. What goes through my head every day is, what can I do to be a better person than I was the day before? What can I do to outdo myself? What can I do to make a better song than what I did the day before?
A better song. That's what it is. Not what can I do to be a better person? Can I get a job? Can I make some money? Can I help out the town? Can I volunteer? Can I feed some homeless children? Can I do something to make people's lives better? No. Can I make a better song? Can I write a better song and people will love me if I write a better song? Is that how he tries to be better? Not helping out anyone or anything. Not performing any service for the world. Just making music and assuming he's great.
What can I do to outdo myself? What can I do to change things for the better every day? That is what goes through my head. What can I do to be a better man than what I was yesterday and the day before that? What can I do to change things to keep that good cycle going? That's what I think about every day. From the time I wake up, from the time I go to sleep.
Two from CJC. What can I do to justify zero responsibility? Yeah. His whole, this is my job. It's just to justify the fact that he doesn't want to do anything. All this fake responsibility, life goal, BS that he spouts. It's all so he doesn't have to do anything.
My job is to not only be better than what I was the day before, not only is it my job to be a better person, but to show that. And the best way to show that is to bring down this troll community by any means necessary. Because they are what's wrong with social media. And if you ain't stepping up to do what's right, then you have no room to talk. If you ain't stepping up and doing something and sitting by and not doing anything, then you are part of the problem. And that's what's wrong with a lot of people nowadays.
Yeah, guys, the video of him calling out Youngstown, Ohio police officers, I have it. I've had it before the show. It is going to be at the end, guys. Do not worry. I have all the videos he has uploaded.
A lot of people want to talk about, oh, we need change. We need change. We need this. We need that. But yet no one wants to step up and do anything about it. You want to make a change? That change starts with you. And that's what people don't realize, man. A lot of people sit there and say, oh, we want change. But yet they don't want to do anything to make that change.
Getting distracted by his toy while he's ranting.
They don't want to do anything to take those actions. To step up and be that person that says, the goddamn world, I'm stepping up, I'm going to be that change. Everybody wants to, say oh, we want change for the better, but yet no one wants to do anything about it. Well, guess what? I'm here making that change. I am that person that is stepping up and being that change.
That's right. Cyraxx is going to make that change. Cyraxx is the one that's going to change the world and convince everybody in the world to care about crying little boys because people are mean to them on the internet. Cyraxx is going to be the one to change the entire world. He is Martin Luther Cyraxx, guys.
I am the one that's stepping up and creating that snowball effect to try to put an end to the troll community. Like I said, I don't care if people don't like me. That does not mean
I have a dream where one day weird little boys on the internet will be judged by the content of their character and not the scabs on their skin, guys. Tip from Mr. Jessel. We don't want change for you, boy. Yeah, we don't want change. We just want him to go away and leave and get a job and stop being a weird internet boy.
To me. What matters to me are those that do support me, that do support the right cause, that do support me going after these trolls, that do support how I'm speaking out against what's going on. And I will continue to speak out against that because it is the right thing to do. And I would rather die a fighter. I would rather die going out doing the right thing, knowing that I inspired change in somebody, knowing that I inspired a revolution for the better. I would rather die going out a badass. I would rather be able to look back on my life and be like, instead of being like, oh, I lived my life, I would rather look back on my life and be like, yo, I made a change in this world. I did something that most people could never do and would never think to do in their entire life.
Yeah, Cyraxx is gonna do what most people would never do or never think to do in their entire life, and that is waste it whining on the internet and refusing to grow up. That is what most people would never do, never think to do with their entire life. Waste it whining about mean people on the internet and refusing to grow up. Most people would have stopped by now.
That's the life that I want to leave behind. I want to leave behind a life for my kids. When they're older, they can look back and be like, yo, our dad did that shit. Our mom did that shit.
Did he just refer to himself as their mom? They just refer to his kids, future kids are going to refer to Cyraxx as their mom.
I want mine and my fiance's kids to be able to look back when they're older and say, yo, our parents were the start of that revolution. They're the ones that made that change. They're the ones that stepped up.
He also believes that he still has plenty of time to meet a girl, raise some children. He's already 35. He doesn't realize the biological clock and how little time he really has left to start a family, in the scheme of things. But sure, he's gonna have kids and a very happy life one day. He's gonna be in a retirement home with a little blanket on his lap and children running around. It's gonna be great.
No one else would, and they became that change. They became those people that did something good. So to my friend, I hope this doesn't offend you, and I hope that you see now just what it is, what I'm doing, and why I do what I do. And like I said, man, I do appreciate, us talking last night, man. I fully appreciate that to the fullest extent. But as I said, sometimes doing the right thing ain't always the easy thing. Sometimes doing what's right means walking that hard road that you don't necessarily want to walk down. Sometimes doing the right thing means setting your own selfish wants and needs aside for a bigger and higher purpose. Sometimes you gotta do that that you don't necessarily want to do in order to create a change for a better world. And that's my mission, is to shut down the troll community. And I'm gonna continue to fight that good fight no matter what. And to all the
that's his life mission. Shut down everyone in the world who's being mean to him, all so he doesn't ever have to get a job or do anything useful for the world, for society, for his family, for his town. His job is to do something that's not a job and that helps no one but himself.
haters out there that don't like that, well, guess what? I don't care what y'all think. But to those that do support the cause, man, me and my fiance and our friends, we love y'all, man. And everybody out there that is still continuing to fight the good fight, hats off to you, my salutes to you, man. But to my friend, I hope you understand now why I do what I do and why it means so much to me to fight this fight.
5 from Ultra. Cyraxx always thinks of what he would do if he could have kids, but never puts any thought into thinking if he should. He would never have the sense of self to actually think of if he should have kids. You know, both morally or financially. 5 from CJC. Can't wait until his life mission is finding a sleeping bag. God, I can't wait. Yeah, hopefully one day, or he'll find a box, you know. He just needs like a microwave box. He doesn't need a large box.
And to bring these guys down once and for all. But with that being said, I hope everybody's having a good Christmas, and I'll catch you guys later on. And peace. Oh, and to everybody out there still fighting the good fight, love y'all. Hashtag 2027, the revolution of change. Peace.
Yeah, Cyraxx thinks next year is 2027. He forgot next year is 2026. He has a whole year before 2027 even rears its ugly head. But Cyraxx wasn't done there. He wasn't done there. He still had lots of whines. Still had lots of whines for us guys. So he made a second video whining some more. I forget what this was even titled about it. I titled it Cyraxx Keeps Whining. So that's what we're going to call it. Video 2, Cyraxx continues whining about everyone and everything.
Oh, YouTube. Time to piss a few trolls off.
Yeah, you can tell by his language he's in a good mood. He's in a good mood. This is his positive, uplifting content that's going to make him a celebrity on YouTube and uplift the world.
And to crack open that whole scam. I'm going to say this. I know why y'all trolls really hate me.
Yeah, he knows why everyone hates him. This time he got to the bottom of it. He's got the real truth, and he's gonna expose all the trolls. 5 from Mr. Jessel. The funky, wretched heat from his breath must completely fill the attic as he whines and complains. Absolutely foul. Yeah, 100%, guys.
It ain't because of the... It's because I'm getting in your way of business. And you know what I say about that? Good. I'm glad I get in your way. I'm glad I get in all y'all's way. I'm glad that I can disrupt what you guys are doing. I love disrupting the trolls and y'all shut up. I love your clans up because that means y'all can't do what y'all are trying to do.
Yes, that's right. Cyraxx is definitely stymieing the trolls with his great job whining from his grandmother's attic. He's stymieing all the great troll plans to make him look ridiculous. He's winning once again.
You know, I find it funny I find it real funny, real ironic that anybody that you trolls go after either ends up homeless or in prison whenever they fight back. I mean, don't take my word for it. Look at the history. Pretty funny, ain't it? There's a pattern there, ain't there? See, y'all are mad because I see the shit that most people don't see, and I see through the bullshit. See, y'all try to set me up, make me look like a piece of shit, try to come between me and my woman so that she leaves. And the reason why y'all don't want my woman involved is because y'all know damn well that she does not rock with you. See, tonight y'all tried something that I caught on to right away.
Yeah, that's right. The Cyraxx definitely saw through the plans, and he got through everything. I mean, he's smarter than everyone, and his response was to make another video whining about the mean trolls.
See, y'all little tried to break into my Facebook, send people photos that I would never send anyone. And how do I know this? Because I was on FaceTime with my fiance while she was asleep. And I was sitting here on Xbox, hanging out with one of my homies playing Cyraxx Street, when I saw this shit go down.
So the story I'm getting is that he most likely did send someone pictures of, the thing he sends pictures of every time he talks to anyone. And he got caught. And he's now again trying to be like, oh, you guys just hacked into my account and made it look like I was doing that, and I didn't do it. And it's all the trolls. So once again, he did the thing he always does, and he's trying to lie about it.
I got the notification on my Facebook, and I got the notification in my email that somebody had broke in. Funny thing is, I know exactly what photos y'all used. Y'all used a couple photos from years ago, from when I was like 22. Old as So you know what I did? My ass went in and I changed the password and I blocked all those people that y'all tried to send shit to. Every one of them are now blocked. And guess what? I have an automatic password updater.
Yeah, he's got a magical automatic password updater, and he set up 4-step verification. Things that don't exist. He literally thinks like a child. He can just make up magical things. He's got a wizard that blessed his Facebook account that no one can get it unless they have the power of mana and they say the secret magic word. He thinks he can just make up things, and therefore he's a million steps ahead of the trolls.
I have it set up to where all I gotta do is change my password once or twice a month, and I'm good. Plus, I not only have 2-step verification on, I have 3 to 4-step verification on. So
yes, he really thinks he could just make up things. Well, there's 2-step verification, so obviously 3 and 4-step verification must exist. It must exist.
I will know from multiple devices if someone tries to break into my See, y'all want me out of the picture because y'all know damn well that I'm the that's gonna bring y'all little down.
Yeah, basically.
That's why y'all don't want me making any money, because y'all little already know that I'm the one that's gonna get in the way. Y'all don't want me in the way because y'all know that I tell the truth about shit.
Yeah, Cyraxx still believes and will always believe that one day, if he just makes $100 off of YouTube, he'll have all the money in the world to take everybody who's being mean to him to court and get them sent to jail for the rest of their life for the high crime of being mean to Cyraxx. He loves to believe that that's still a possibility.
Why is it that every time when I show evidence of what's really going on, all of a sudden that evidence magically disappears? Kind of strange, ain't it? How anytime someone starts to catch on to you, they either end up in prison or homeless, or the content that they have that exposes that community magically disappears.
Yes, now Cyraxx is going to put forth the concept that all the evidence proving the trolls are actually the real criminals just magically disappears because all the trolls are masterclass hackers and make it disappear from the internet. Therefore, that proves somehow that Cyraxx has been right this entire time. He's been right this entire time, and all the trolls are the real monsters.
Now, how would one's content disappear? when you're exposing a community of fraudulent scammers. Not hard to figure out. All you gotta do is to steal that person's content and then report their channel as being the fake. Pretty weird how you guys did that to me. I start calling out the troll community and exposing and showing real proof, and then all of a sudden that proof magically disappears, and then my channel gets hacked into and shut down.
Yes, it's a giant conspiracy theory. It's a giant magical conspiracy theory where Cyraxx is a freedom fighter trying to expose the real truth, and his proof keeps magically disappearing because Anonymous and 4chan keep breaking into his channels and making it go away. This is a very real situation that's not coming from a delusional child who has to make up every reason why he's never done anything wrong and everybody else is mean to him.
Kind of strange, ain't it? Sounds a little bit too much to be a coincidence.
Yeah, it does.
Just saying.
It does sound like a little bit too much, Cyraxx. It almost sounds like a ridiculous delusion from an overgrown child. Two from Pewclaw. He MacGyvered the shit out of this one. Yeah, he did. He totally did. He's a masterclass spy. He figured it all out.
See, y'all have tried everything you can to get rid of me, but I'm like a goddamn cockroach. You ain't getting rid of me. I'm only gonna multiply.
Yeah, you are, Cyraxx. You are.
And that's all I'm gonna do is multiply and keep coming back. Multiply and keep coming back. See, y'all thought that you could get rid of the true king, which is me. But guess what? You can't get rid of somebody that don't give a flying fuck about what you say or think.
Yes, Cyraxx clearly doesn't care about what people say or think. That's why he's making yet another whining video on Christmas, whining about what people say or think, because he clearly does not care.
You want to try to make me homeless? Go ahead. I have hundreds of fans all over the world that I can crash with. I have hundreds of friends that I can stay at if I need to.
Proving what we all knew, what I believe I've speculated in the past to be the truth, is that Cyraxx actually does not have a plan to not become homeless. He just assumes somebody else out there in the world will take him in and take care of him. He's not actually going to go get a job and try to get his own apartment and pay his own bills and take care of himself and microwave his own Hot Pockets. He just assumes there's somebody else out there in the world who's going to open up their home and take care of him for free out of the goodness of their heart because he's so wonderful and special. That's how he's going to avoid being homeless in the future, like a genius would do. Two from Edward. Good, then you a glutton for punishment? Oh, good, then you're a glutton for punishment. Yes, exactly, he is. He's a glutton for punishment. He absolutely is. Anyways, that's his plan. That's his plan. Is someone else in the world will take him in and care for him. That's how he's going to take care of himself for the rest of his life.
I have hundreds of friends around the world whose houses I can stay at without an issue at all whatsoever. At any given moment. And guess what? Y'all can try to have me thrown in prison, but it won't work. Why? Because I have enough evidence to have a lawsuit against Akron PD, and they know it. And
Cyraxx, again, continues to believe that he can just say, I'll sue the police department if you try to arrest me, and therefore they can never arrest him in his entire life for anything he has done or ever will do. He believes that, like a child would believe.
they don't want to with that. Y'all can say whatever false bullshit that you want about me. But the truth of the matter is this. I'm not going nowhere, and I will expose the troll community for what it is. It's one giant scam to make money and steal content from people like myself. And guess what? I want you guys.
God, he just burps in the middle of talking. It's just gross.
To share this around, so that every troll out there knows that I am coming after them, and I'm going to shut them down. Come hell or high water.
You can see when Cyraxx is clearly not bothered by everyone. The wrinkles in the middle of his forehead get extremely deep, showing how little any of this actually bothers him. That's how you can tell. That's how you can tell none of this actually bothers him, because the creases get very deep to show how little he's worried and how little he's furrowing his brow at the situation.
Sometimes you gotta serve the light through the darkness. Sometimes you gotta do bad shit to make right outcomes happen.
But to Warren, can you imagine having that on your couch? No, I couldn't. You'd have to get rid of the couch afterwards.
Sometimes you gotta do the wrong shit for the right reasons. And here's the thing, I am untouchable by law enforcement in general. I cannot be touched. Because I have so much evidence going against the law enforcement that they don't want to fuck with me because they know I have a lawsuit. And
yeah, Cyraxx again really believes in his little heart that he can have a lawsuit against the police that means that they can never arrest him for anything he has done or will do. He has no idea how the law works. Despite claiming he knows the law better than the police, he truly believes he can sue the police into never arresting him despite what he has done or will do. It's a very ridiculous idea. Too, from Mr. Jessel. Just a constant barrage of bodily functions. Exactly. That's all we get from Cyraxx. That's all we ever get from Cyraxx.
they don't want to touch that. So I am untouchable. I cannot be fucked with on any level.
The fact that people don't want to touch you doesn't mean you're untouchable. It's two different things. People not wanting to touch you because they don't think it would be very pleasant to touch you is not the same thing as you being untouchable.
At all. See, I'm the that y'all didn't count on fighting back. But guess what? Here I am. And
You know, it is interesting, though, how he believes the law doesn't apply to him, but does apply to everybody else simply because he says so. He is basically a sovereign citizen. Everyone else has to be adherent to the laws that help his life, but he doesn't have to because he's special.
guess what? I ain't disappearing. I am going to expose the ever-living out of every single troll community in order to bring change that needs to happen. See, here's the thing that y'all don't realize about me. I'm that doesn't give a because I have nothing to lose, but everything to gain.
I mean, he is right there. In that instance. He actually does have absolutely nothing to lose because he has nothing. He is an overgrown child with no money, no job, no nothing in his name, in his grandmother's attic whining about trolls. He has nothing to lose. He has only everything to gain, but he will not gain anything because he's unable to. That's why he has nothing to begin with.
Like I said, I'm the one that you are never going to get rid of.
But two from Pewclaw. This all sounds like a challenge. Well, it's always a challenge from Cyraxx. He really wants people to play these games. He's lonely and bored. He got no Christmas presents, so he really, really wanted someone to scream at last night. And I believe he got John to boot up a panel, and he screamed at John, so he got his attention.
I am that one.
Two from Edward. APD needs to bring him back to reality. They try, and they tell him to get off the internet. And he goes, "No, I'm staying on the internet. This is more fun."
That has been sitting back in the corner while I may be talking. I'm also that that's been sitting back in the corner and observing shit. I'm that that's been sitting back all these years and taking mental notes in the back of my mind.
Yeah, Cyraxx has been observing. Cyraxx is known for his observational skills and understanding what's happening around him and making a good decision based on all the evidence around him. These are things that Cyraxx is 100% known for, his observational skills.
Connecting the dots, putting two and two together, figuring how everything lines up. So yes, I may have talked a lot, but that doesn't mean I wasn't paying attention. Because see, I'm that can be loud as fuck, but still be dangerous as fuck when it comes to gathering intel and information. I'm that knows how to gather info, all while being loud and talkative and not being silent. I know how to use my words to gather information and intel.
He thinks if he just talks and keeps saying words, it'll make sense. Oh yeah, I know I keep screaming and yelling here, but I'm actually gathering intel. I don't understand how those two things are even related, much less like he's been doing them. But he thinks if he just keeps saying words, it'll convince everybody he's smart and strong and they'll leave him alone because, oh, Cyraxx is the master genius something. I don't know. Talking from CJC. So lazy he couldn't even write it down. Just mental notes. Exactly. He took mental notes. Yes, he took mental notes in Crown.
I'm not stupid. But yet y'all like to claim that I am. But yet I have all this information that I've gathered up over the years that most people don't know about. Pretty weird, ain't it? I'm sitting here talking and exposing y'all and fighting you and calling you out, going on your panels and making you guys look like
Yes. Every time Cyraxx goes on someone else's panel, he makes them look bad. He doesn't make himself look ridiculous by screaming, raging, saying slurs, saying awful things, and just making him look as awful as possible. He always makes everyone else look terrible, guys.
all while gathering intel that I need. All at the same time. Kind of funny how the one that y'all thought that you were going to shut down is not the one that you guys are afraid of, because you know I know how to gather info.
He just assumes everybody's afraid of him based on absolutely nothing. He has to make video after video, day after day, saying, everyone, please leave me alone. But he thinks somehow that everybody's afraid of him if he just says it. If he just says, oh, you all are afraid of me. Okay, Cyraxx, based on what?
Y'all know that I'm not the one to be with. Like I said, I will risk my life to shut down the troll community and protect those that need protecting. And guess what? The law can kiss my ass. And you wanna know why? Because the law never helped me when my family needed it. Therefore, the law can do this and go f*** itself.
Yeah, Cyraxx believes that the law works on like a quid pro quo situation where the only time that you have to actually pay attention to the laws is if the law helps you out at some point in your life. If the law never arrests people that you say definitely need to be arrested because they're very mean to you, well then therefore you don't need to apply any laws to yourself. It's a very convoluted idea that Cyraxx has, because everything has to work out in Cyraxx's mind to make him special so he can do whatever he wants. It's a ridiculous concept. 5 from Moki Doll. That is what's so funny when he claims to have someone's records. He doesn't know their names. He's just bluffing, like always. He's always bluffing. He's always saying stupid things, trying to make people afraid of him because he wants everyone to just leave him alone because he's a scared, overgrown child. It's always ridiculous.
See, I'm that that's willing to bring about change no matter what happens. Because I'm out here exposing the underbelly of YouTube and social media. The shit that most people are afraid to do, I'm doing that.
Cyraxx literally is the underbelly. He literally is the underbelly, and he thinks he's exposing other people for being the bad part of the internet when he actually is.
I'm that that's not afraid to get his goddamn hands dirty and do what the fuck I need to do to expose for the criminals that they are. I'm that that don't give a fuck. My give a fuck button has been busted for a real long time now. A real long time. So if you think I have any fuck left to give about what you little trolls think, y'all got another thing coming. Because I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, he does. He's a big, strong, tough boy who screamed for the landlord when he was getting arrested by police. We're supposed to believe he's a very big, strong, tough man that we all need to be afraid of. And when he got arrested, he screamed for his landlord. Yes, big, tough boy. 2 from your boy, Sparky. Can I get an oh God for my birthday last week? Yes, you can. Happy birthday.
Oh, God.
Yes, oh God, happy birthday, guys.
And you want to know how all this would go down in a courtroom? Let me break it down for you.
Yeah, Cyraxx, the boy who knows more than lawyers but has never stepped foot in a courtroom, will now tell you how this will go down in a courtroom.
Say that we went to a courtroom right now, and we were to take y'all's evidence against me, and all the evidence of hundreds of victims that I have. All the evidence I have.
Showing Cyraxx knows exactly how court procedures work.
From them and myself against you. Now, who do you think the courts are going to side with?
Yes, that is exactly how courts go. Everyone just brings all their evidence. Everyone looks at all the evidence and they say, who's right? That's what court cases are about. They just go, who's right? Who's a better person? And then court is dismissed when they declare one person the better person after looking at all the evidence of who's meaner to who. This is how court goes. This is very real. This is how court goes. Oh, $5 super sticker from Sinshine. Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
Not you. Why? Because there's a pattern. A very clear
You
pattern.
can't handle the tooth.
It's all right there. And what do you think the judge is going to say when they see that? When they see the pattern of what you guys have done?
Well, clearly the judge is going to say all the trolls in the world have to go to jail for the rest of their life because they've been very mean to Cyraxx. This is what court cases do every day. They look at all the evidence of who's meaner to who, and the judge sentences people to jail for life for being mean to Cyraxx. This is how court cases work every day.
I know exactly what's going to happen. The judge is going to see what you guys have done and have every single person that has ever bullied anyone, harassed anyone, or taken shots at anyone in any way, in a harassing way, or committed any kind of crimes. And all you are going to go bye-bye. Because see, when it comes to this YouTube I am a god. I am one of the best that there ever was, one of the best that there ever is, and one of the best that there ever will be when it comes to exposing trolls. Because see, I'm that that is out to do good.
Yes, Cyraxx is out to do good as he sits in his attic playing video games every day of his life and whining on the internet. This is the boy who never helps out anyone in his life at all, is out to do good.
Well, guess what? Sometimes in order to do good shit, sometimes you gotta go a little bit dark with shit. Y'all can sit there and laugh all you want. Y'all can talk all the shit that you want.
And we do every day, because every day you just make another video whining and crying and pretending like you're something that you're not.
But at the end of the day, in the back of your minds, you all know that I'm right about everything that I have ever said.
Yeah. Cyraxx, the boy who has never finished a sentence without putting a lie in there, believes that he's been right about everything he's ever said
About the troll community, which is you guys are a bunch of little you have no lives, you are cyber bullies who prey upon the weak, who steal from the weak, and who tries to make anyone like me who exposes you either end up homeless or in prison over stupid because y'all don't want y'all's little operation ruined. Well, guess what? I'm that wrench in your operation, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. You all have tried many times, and I mean many times, and failed.
I mean, he did threaten to run away from the internet 3 times last week. But we're never going to get him to go away. The boy who tries to run away at least once a week and retire. Hasn't he? He's made like 100 videos retiring from the internet. But you can't make him stop. That's his job. It's his job to retire. 2 from Law & Order Cyraxx Victims Unit. Has he reacted to the graffiti in the driveway? No, I don't believe he has. I don't believe he's even mentioned it.
Therefore, every single
Why would he? He doesn't know what it spells.
one of you dumbasses can do this and go f*** yourselves. Because I will expose the troll community in full for what it is. So to anybody out there that thinks they're going to stop me from exposing you, you're wrong. I cannot be stopped. I cannot be silenced. And I will not sit here and shut the fuck up. I will not bow down. I will not roll over.
You won't. You are incapable of ever stopping whining. That is the one true aspect of what you said. You are incapable of ever stopping whining. You cannot shut up. You are incapable. You will not.
I will do whatever it takes to create a revolution and put a stop to this shit.
Yeah.
Because you know what they say? You gotta break a few rules in order to start a good revolution sometimes. Sometimes you gotta break and bend a few rules to get the job done. And I'm not opposed to that. Not saying I'm gonna go that route, but if the time occurs and I have to do it, then so what? I'll do what I need to make sure that this troll community cannot fuck with anyone ever.
No one ever says that. Cyraxx likes to make up sayings that he thinks sound good that no one's ever said, and then he claims it's a saying, and it doesn't even make sense.
Again. Well, guess what? I'm your nightmare.
Yeah, exactly.
And I can't be stopped. I can't be beat. And I will not slow down. For no one. So the troll community can sit on my middle finger and go fuck itself. Because I am the one that controls the troll community. And let me tell you how. Without me, you have no content. Without content, you have no money. Without money, you don't pay bills. And guess what?
Cyraxx doesn't have any money and doesn't pay any bills, and his future life plan for how to take care of himself, as evidenced in this video, is that he's just gonna live with other people for free. And he's sitting here like it's a big gotcha to be like, well, I'll take away your content, you won't have any money, and you won't be able to pay your bills. Cyraxx, you can't do that, and you don't do that.
But if you can't pay bills, well, looks like you're not living in a home anymore, or a house. So therefore, the troll community is my bitch. Everybody in the troll community is my bitch. And I have proven this time and time again. So everyone in the troll community can go fuck off.
Two from left. Sir, this is a Wendy's. Yes, this is Wendy's. Get your order out.
Peace out. You just been exposed by me.
That was an
You're
exposure?
Peace out.
That was an exposure? What did he expose? I didn't realize he was even exposed. I thought it was just a rant and a whine. I didn't realize he was trying to expose someone there. Well, Cyraxx exposed something or someone that we didn't even catch because he didn't do a good job of exposing anyone. I thought he was just whining. Anyways, that was Cyraxx's video. Continues whining. And then he made one more final video calling out the Youngstown, Ohio police because apparently they dropped by his girlfriend's house. I don't know why, but he wants to start problems with other police departments. He's not simply okay with causing problems with his local police department. He wants to cause problems with other police departments just to make sure every police department he could possibly have to deal with doesn't like him. So he made another video calling out the Youngstown, Ohio Police Department for showing up at his girlfriend's house.
Hello, YouTube. I am here tonight to call out the Youngstown police officers that went to my fiancée Cassandra's front door. You guys are not going to do an investigation on her. You want to know why you're not going to, you stupid pigs?
Yeah, Cyraxx believes he can order the police that aren't even his local police to do whatever he wants. He really believes that he can just make a video on YouTube and order the police to not do an investigation into a crime because he says so. This is what Cyraxx believes in his little heart.
She's done nothing wrong. She is a victim of John, who is a fucking internet bully, and he's currently on probation for some other shit. How do I know this? I have friends that got information on him that know this man is a lying sack of shit. So to the Youngstown police, you all can take your fucking nightsticks and shove them up your fucking ass and go fuck yourselves. Let me tell you.
Yeah, that's a strong position to say to the people who can actually arrest you. Cyraxx is a very, very smart boy who thinks that making a video calling out the local police is the best plan to help his girlfriend. Two from David. Smugrax is the biggest D-bag on the planet. That is very true. That is very true. He's very, very much irritating in every way possible.
Something right the fuck now. The coke that she was doing wasn't coke. It was a live stream that me and her did together, and she clearly stated in the video that she had to blow her nose. There was no coke. She literally went out of frame to blow her nose because she was sick with the flu. Her mom, me, our friends can confirm this.
Cyraxx, the boy who lies every day of his life, thinks putting out another lie will definitely help the situation. Instead of just admitting to things he's done or his girlfriend done, why not just craft another lie? Let's lie some more. Hopefully that'll help our situation.
So to the Youngstown police, go fuck yourself, you stupid fucking pigs. Because if you try to arrest her, I'm coming for your fucking jobs, you stupid
Yeah, Cyraxx believes that he can just order the police not to arrest someone for a crime they witnessed because he says, I'll get you fired if you do it because I don't like it. That is Cyraxx's great plan, like an overgrown child. Two from Sunshine. Steve, use your big boy voice and yell at my cats. I'm not going to yell at your cats. You got to yell at your own cats. That's your job.
I am coming for your damn jobs, and the 2 cops that went to my girl's door, I will have your jobs yanked, and you will be reprimanded. I'll make damn sure of it, because my fiance is fucking innocent. This John, he's just mad because I called him the fuck out. He's mad because I called him, and
Yeah, basically a giant Karen move. I'll have your job if you try to arrest my girlfriend for committing a crime. That is Cyraxx's base thesis here, and he thinks that people are going to look at him as a good person after doing this.
every troll out, and I have been exposing these losers. These guys are trolls, you stupid pigs. They are trolls. Wake the up, you stupid bacon-eating you badass donut-eating little bitch. Grow up. You want to go after somebody, Youngstown police? I'm right here. You can't touch me, because I know the law. You ain't doing shit to her. Y'all need to leave her alone. She's not under investigation. She's under my protection.
Cyraxx thinks that's like something you could say to the police. You can investigate my girlfriend. She's under my protection. What does that even mean? Cyraxx is an overgrown child, just desperate to just say things on the internet and have them be taken like he's the king of speaking things. It's just ridiculous. Two from Pewclaw. Steve, just yell at the cats. No, I'm not yelling at anyone's cats. I'm not yelling at anyone's cats.
And guess what? I will protect my fiance no matter what the cost. So I'm telling you right now, you filthy pigs, you are to leave her the alone. Otherwise, you will have a lawsuit on your hands. There will be a lawsuit against you. She's not done anything wrong. The person you need to go after is John, not her. Leave her the alone. Look into John. Go to his channel on YouTube, you stupid pigs.
Yeah, again. Thinks he can just tell the police, hey, don't investigate my girlfriend for a crime she's committed. Go after somebody else because Cyraxx says so. It's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous sometimes. Cyraxx is a ridiculous overgrown child.
You'll see what he's doing. I guarantee you that much. I guarantee you'll see So to the Youngstown police, you better start doing your research, bitch. Look into this. Look into John. John is a criminal. So if I was you, Youngstown police, I'd do my research before you lose your jobs by me. I will cost you your jobs. I'm not playing with you. You will lose your jobs. I promise you that.
It's just... He thinks he can get police fired for arresting somebody for committing a crime. It's the world of delusion that Cyraxx always lives in, and he'll never be able to get himself out of. He thinks he runs the world, and he can just order people to do whatever he wants, even though he has no power to do anything. No one except for Sally has ever done anything he wants. He just lives in a world of constant delusion. That's all he ever does.
So if you think you're gonna get away with trying to take my fiance to jail, I don't think so. Ain't gonna happen. I will personally help her leave Youngstown and protect her if that's what it takes. I will help her escape you if that's what it takes to keep her safe from being fucked with.
So Cyraxx, again, first of all, there's many levels to that. Number one, as if he can't even go see her because Sally won't drive him over there, but somehow he's gonna go to Youngstown, Ohio, and he's gonna help her abscond from the police, which is also a crime, but he's gonna say, oh, but it's not a crime because I say so, because I'm right, because Cyraxx is a delusional, overgrown child who believes that just because he says something is the one way that it actually is, because he lives in a world of delusion where he thinks he's the king of the world and can just declare things okay or not because he believes it.
And if you think you can arrest me on harboring and aiding and abetting, you're fucking wrong. You can't touch me. Akron PD can't touch me.
Yeah, because again, remember, Cyraxx believes that he can sue the Akron Police Department into never arresting him for any crime he has committed or will commit because he's got a lawsuit. Therefore, even other police departments can't arrest him even if he goes and commits more crimes. Because Cyraxx is a genius. Cyraxx is a genius and not an overgrown child who really thinks his words mean anything.
Guess what? I have undeniable evidence and several witnesses that me and her know personally that can vouch for her. So to the Youngstown police, sit and rotate. Oh, by the way, John ain't her boyfriend. I'm her fiance. And my name is Chance Wilkins. And if you would like to come see me and talk to me personally, my address is 3. You Youngstown pigs are more than welcome to come to my door and we can have a conversation. So if you want to have a conversation, come see me and let's have a talk. Until then,
yeah, that's how that works. When police are thinking about arresting somebody for a crime they see them commit, they go, hey, did she have a boyfriend? Let's go ask him if we're allowed to arrest her. That's how the world works. Cyraxx really believes that the world works in some ridiculous, fanciful way that he wants it to.
Leave her the fuck alone, or I'm coming after your damn jobs for false imprisonment. And trust me, there will be false imprisonment charges, and there will be a lawsuit on you guys if you do not stop. Is that understood? Because you obviously don't know the law like you think. But me, I do. Looky, I get to shut my phone off.
I get to shut my phone off, as if that's a big one-up on the trolls. Look, I get to shut my phone off. Oh, I'm gonna beat you trolls for calling me.
Oh, and to John, you wanna know how much I care about your calls, John? See that power button, John? This is how much I care about your calls, you
Struggles. He can't even turn his phone off. He's struggling to turn it off. There you go.
Power off.
He got
Bye,
it.
Johnny boy.
He got it, guys. He got it.
But to the Youngstown police, stay the f away from Cassandra, or I'm coming out to your jobs, and you will.
Sorry, my at this point my video got weirdly like off sync. I don't know why, but yeah, the audio got a little off sync from the video at this point.
Have a lawsuit on your hands.
Two from Mr. Jessel. It looks like Moses parted those lines in his brow. Yeah, they're very deep. They get very deep when he's showing how little he's worried about anything, guys.
I can promise you that you will have a lawsuit if you do not leave her the f alone. Is that understood? Now leave her the f alone. Because if you don't, I am personally going to come up there with your chief of police. I am going to have a conversation with him or her of what these people are doing to my fiance.
Yeah, that's right. If you try to arrest my girlfriend for crime, I'm gonna go talk to your chief of police and tell the chief of police that there's trolls on the internet who are mean to me. Ipso facto, you're not allowed to arrest my girlfriend. So you better not go arrest my girlfriend, guys.
And you guys will lose your jobs. So my advice to the Youngstown police, leave Cassandra the f alone. Because she is not a cokehead. So shut the f up. And leave her alone. Otherwise, it's your jobs that will be yanked by yours truly.
All right. Well, that was Cyraxx's whining on Christmas Day, making sure everybody knows that he's miserable and trying to make other people as miserable as possible because, he's having a bad day. He's having a bad day. The trolls are getting to him. He's upset, and he didn't get any Christmas gifts. So, he's whining, as he always does. But, that's all I got from Cyraxx for this one. Oh shit, we have 2 from Law & Order Cyraxx Victims Unit. You spelled Christmas wrong in the title on purpose. Oh, I did. Yeah, that's a mistake. I'll fix that. But anyways, guys, thank you all so much for coming by. I appreciate it as always. I will catch you guys at the next one, and I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Ah, shit, y'all guys are storming out. Gotta go.
Just shat myself. Meeting's over.
Disgusting.